I'm mainly guided, not so much by photography as a technique, but I'm guided by the principles of fine art, specifically the Renaissance. I lived and breathed sacred art my whole life. And it was something that was really important in my home growing up, and it was something my parents instilled in me like every day of my life. That is what guides me in how I execute and also how I edit. Birth is sort of the meat and potatoes of my work. There's just like the deepest mystery involved in witnessing a birth from every angle, no matter who you are. Birth is dark. It's a dark and murky and mysterious experience that is spiritual and powerful. I just find that that's the most artistically inspiring type of material for me to look at, especially coming from like a sacred art perspective. I'm not just a photographer. The work that I do ends up aiding in healing afterwards. And people don't necessarily even realize that. Actually, often people don't realize that. They just assume that they're hiring an artist to capture an important event in their life, and that's it. That's kind of where it ends. It's the surprising stuff that happens after, where I get emails a year later, 2 years later, or like 6 months later, where they say, you know, like, I've done so much work on myself based on the images that I can look at now. And any kind of subsequent work with breastfeeding, or any kind of like sort of bumps along the way where I'm invited in to capture hardship or difficulties, or honoring or celebrating overcoming difficulties. In order to make art, there needs to be emotional investment. I end up going through stuff with my clients. I feel pain, I sympathize, I feel compassion. I see women, especially laboring and birthing women, go through very dark places. I can't just sit there and stay disconnected just to tell a story unbiasedly. That's not what I'm about. Ultimately, the reward is that the work is unique and really emotionally powerful. I want my work to appeal to all people, and furthermore, to actually inform people that birth is in itself a work of art.